Hello, welcome back. I apologize for grainy footage. I said grainy, not granny. Hopefully it'll be all right. Mhm. I've been waiting for you, dear. So I have to finish getting ready. But Hope, you are first on the list, my dear. How have you been? And how have your holidays? How were your holidays? We did our workout first thing this morning. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, we did our workout first thing this morning. We've already hit over 5,000 steps. So I'm happy about that. Today we have the new Egyptian tarot deck, as well as the standard tarot. But I have to get a different pair of glasses because I cannot see very well. We'll try these purple ones. Oh, yeah, that made it even worse. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? We'll just suffer with these ones. Country Love, hello, Happy New Year, dear. How are you? Oh, Hope, I am so glad. I'm so glad they were everything you wanted. They were beautiful, beautiful. I got to see my family, my grandkids. I still need to see my oldest son because he has been extremely busy. Let's put Country Love on the list. You are second, my dear. She's like, I'm on time. How did that happen? All right. I have the Urban Crow Oracle today. Hopefully you have coffee or something to drink and you're ready. So I have a cup here and just a little bit over there. Ooh, that sounds very good. That sounds very good, Country Love. Sounds like something I would want to drink even if I weren't feeling under the weather. So I have a couple of spots open. I haven't gotten a calendar yet. You would think that I would have gotten a calendar for Christmas. Guess I'm going to have to get my own. But actually, that's not true. Larry did bring me home a calendar from work. One of those, you can see all the months. But I need one for like right here. Anyway, enough complaining. I have February 18th available for a card reading if anybody would like it. Bella Luna, hello. Happy New Year, my dear. How are you? You absolutely can. You'll be third. All right, let's get this party started. We will start with I'm going to keep working with the Egyptian tarot deck. But just let me know if you'd rather have the standard rider deck. Perfect. All right, let's stick with this one. So, you guys, I received these Egyptian tarot cards to do a review on over the Christmas holiday. I've only used them a few times, but I am liking them, and we are getting very well acquainted. All right, Hope. Let's see what we have. We have 2 so far. I wished I could enlarge my chat. Maybe I should just bring you guys a little closer. There we go. No, my signal is not great. I apologize. All right, one more card. One more card for Hope. There it is. And this is one a newer laptop, so I'm really surprised that it is glitchy. Oh, good, Country Love. Thank you for that. All right, Hope. Here we go. The first card you have is the Destiny card, Major Arcana. This card represents, hold on, let me get there. Destiny is, this card represents the Wheel of Fortune. So good old destiny and fulfilling it. It's surprise change. Oh, it's going to be, get used to this camera. Surprise change and so seize all opportunities coming your way, grow, take risks if need be, and remember, embrace good and bad luck the same, because even when there's bad luck, we always learn something from it. You have the Prince of Swords, which represents a young person. Swords are our fighting, arguing, discontent, whether it's with another person or inner conflict. The Prince of Swords says to be alert, be ready to defend yourself, speak your mind. Don't allow somebody to try to assert a hierarchy over you. Hemlada, hello, welcome. How are you? You are number 4. If let me explain. Sometimes in a discussion, argument, heated discussion, somebody asks you your opinion, and you try to respond, and then that person just gets louder and louder and really does everything they can to try to stop from hearing you. Do not allow somebody to try to assert a hierarchy over you. I hope that makes sense. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. And you also have another major arcana. You have 2 major arcanas, which represent, because we only have 3 cards, the appearance of multiple majors represents there's some powerful current going on in your life right now. You have the Ass, which in the Rider deck is the Magician. It's a positive. It's a yes. It represents something happening quickly. And it encourages you to use, to be resourceful. Use all your resources to attain the success you deserve. And remember, it's all in the know-how. Your oracle for the day, Ashwin, hello. Yes, you are number 5, is the Grief card. Crows, they make time to grieve. So it is, and they gather around their fallen friends in silence. This card says it is essential to allow yourself, just like the crows, time to feel sadness for a loss. Honor the memory. Express your emotions. This card may also appear if you have suppressed emotions around a loss. For growth to take place, you must address an ending. This allows for closure. There's no right way or a wrong way to grieve. That's a ritual unique to you. I say it all the time. We all grieve, but we all grieve differently and for different reasons. So make time to mourn and allow the feelings to surface, because there are important lessons within the sorrow for the living. All right. Ashwin, you are number 5. Suren, hello. Welcome back. You are number 6. All right. Country love. Here we go. Oops, that wasn't very good. Suren, how was your weekend, my friend? Well, these cards just don't want to shuffle today. All right, country love. Country love, do you know how to make sourdough bread? I spent a whole flipping week making that stuff, and it just didn't work right. Now I've got all kinds of starter that looks amazing, and I'm afraid to do sourdough bread because I don't want to waste all that time and material and have it flop. So do you know how? Does anybody know how to make sourdough bread? I have the starter. All right, let's get 3 cards for you, country love. That was good. The first card you have is an Ace of Swords. Where's my card holder? Ace of Swords. Is this going to work? Well, I did watch some videos on YouTube, and I thought I was doing it all right, but it didn't turn out right. But also, it was on January 1st. It was not a good day for the first day of the new year, and everything I did that day just flopped, and nothing worked. I tried to make a chocolate cake. It didn't even rise. It did nothing. So it was a bad mojo day for my first day of the year. I hope it doesn't freaking represent things to come, let me tell you. But I will watch more country love. Thank you. All right. So the first card you have is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords represents victory, the start of something new. This new, whatever it is decisive, cutting, purposed, singular, which means that you just might have a hobby or an interest that your significant other is not interested in. That's all. And so whatever it is, it'll be your own endeavor, but it is victory. And making sure we don't miss anything with the Egyptian tarot. It's the same thing. It represents the seed of the start of something. The next card you have is the Two of Discs, which is the Two of Pentacles, representing balance, dedication, flexibility, and adaptability. What it means is for everything you do, country love, make sure somebody else does something as well. So make sure you keep a balance. And according to the Egyptian Tarot, I have no clue why it keeps getting so bright and dark, but this is balance, equilibrium, wisdom, or folly. Let me see if I can adjust my brightness here. Hopefully that helps. The last card you have is the Three of Cups. Cups are the emotion suit. Positive, yes, it represents something happening slow, like months. This card is a celebration, quite possibly a wedding. It's joyous. It could be a social event. Wow, that's hard to. This camera is so different. It could also be a social event. More important, it represents going for it and a successful conclusion. Up top here, it says abundance. For me, it's really weird to see the keyword on top. But I'm doing the best I can to remember that the Egyptian Tarot might have something a little different to let you to tell you. Your oracle for the day, country love, is the survival card. This card represents when we are in survival mode, our possibilities are limited by our mind being focused on getting through a difficult situation. It is in this position that we are not thinking about future opportunities. The decisions we make are done to simply release any immediate pain and get us through the situation. And it is because of this we risk accepting a quick fix, and that limits our growth. So just like the Justice in the Tarot deck, it is advisable to step back and be objective. No knee-jerk reactions to solve problems. Bella, it is your turn. I will try again. Like I said, it was a very stressful day. Anyways, yes. But I will definitely try again. Failure, in my opinion, doesn't teach us how to be quitters. No. It teaches us how to learn. You're welcome. Thank you. Learn from our mistakes. That's not the way I wanted to say it, but anyway, you guys get the gist of that. Bella Luna. Somebody, the Lunar Prince mentioned you the other day and your channel. True. Well said. Thank you, country love. I mean, it is possible that I let it rise too long. Or maybe it just wasn't quite warm enough in here. I don't know. It's a standard 72 through the whole house. Oops, we need an oracle for Bella. I mean, the bread I made. Do you guys want to see the bread I made? I will show you the bread I made. after I get this card for Bella. I mean, it just, you'll see. Yep, that's what happened. When I put it in the when I put it in the Dutch oven, to put it in the oven, it didn't rise. It didn't cook. I mean, it cooked. Yeah, it did that. Truth be told, though, it smells super good. I even tried it. It tastes really good. But it's super heavy. You could see that it's heavy. I don't know. Bella Luna, the first card you have is the Princess of Wands. The Princess of Wands represents somebody young. Let me get my book out. A younger woman, a young person, generally, and this Wands generally is somebody with dark or red hair. It could be you. It could be you. Let's continue on. Wands represents something happening fast, days. Positive, yes card. And I went right past it. So the princess is, it represents a successful completion, but it's going to take a longer time frame. So you may hear something in a couple of days. Example, maybe you're trying to get into college for your career. You may hear something in a couple of days. So saying, courses begin soon. So you'll hear something soon, successful completion, but it'll take longer because college is generally something that takes years, not days. So you may hear something positive soon, representing the completion of something, but a longer time frame. So conjure your brilliance, burst out, be proud, be active and creative. You also have the King of Cups. The King of Cups represents, it's a dignity card. Maintain your composure, set a good example, and be the person you would want supporting you. This could also be a man that you know, and this man is agreeable and agrees with you. Checking the Egyptian guidebook just to make sure we don't miss anything. To state the obvious, it represents an older or a mature man. Don't forget, Cups is our emotions suit as well. Representing Cups represent something positive happening slow. Like months. Well, it is months. You have the Two of Pentacles or discs representing balance, dedication, flexibility, adaptability. For everything you do, ensure somebody else does something as well. Keep a balance. Twos are also a call to organize. On the 1 through 10, 1 being the start of a cycle, 10 being the completion of a cycle, a 2 is a call to organize. You have the major arcana, the Tower. This card represents change. Sudden change. It's a neutral energy card, so it is going to be an emotional time. So sudden change already happening, and it also represents the end of restriction. So in the tarot deck, in the Rider deck, the Tower card is symbolized with lightning bolt striking the tower, showing destruction of everything. Lightning bolt represents through no fault of your own. And so the positive part of this card, because I said it was a neutral energy card, the positive part is you can wipe the slate clean like a chalkboard. Wipe it clean and start over fresh like it never happened. And just to make sure I give you everything that even the Egyptian card deck says. I don't want to leave anything out. Again, sudden change or my dear revelation. Truth may be revealed. A hoped for separation, maybe cruelty, painful separation, anger, and misunderstanding. You also have the Two of Cups. Again, a 2 is a call to organize, balance. This is our emotion suit. It represents a relationship, and this relationship is that which nature has sanctified. It represents everything: love, passion, friendship, affinity, union, squeaky relations, concord. Concord is an agreement. Your oracle for the day is the Battle card. This card may appear, you may find that you have defensive feelings. Defensive feelings are brewing, whether within or from an external source. Maybe somebody's entered into your territory uninvited, or you've stepped on someone's toes. Whatever it is, be prepared to deal with the consequences. This card may also pop up if you need to defend yourself against someone trying to infiltrate your space. Take notice of the birds sitting on the wire. They're not involved. They're watching to see which bird is the victor in the battle. And this may indicate your situation in the battle that is brewing. There may not be much in the way of outside support for either side. Now, this can be advantage or a disadvantage. It depends on your situation or your position. It's going to take a little bit of time to get back into the swing of things, you guys. I feel like a newbie. Perfect. We're still doing good. Awesome. Next one is Hemlata. Am I in all chat? Yes. Let me type hello in there before I pull cards for Hemlata. And I'm going to put my email address in. There we go. I will highlight that. I'll mention again, if anybody wants a free in-depth card reading, send me an email. I just highlighted it at the top of the chat. They come out every Wednesday. This is a whole in-depth reading, 10 plus cards, not just the ones that fall out on a daily basis. Bella, have a wonderful day too, and Happy New Year if I didn't say it already. Ashwin, you are number 5, and we're on number 4. Tell Reshma hello. Did I got that right? I hope, please. I hope I got it right. There we go. Perfect. All right. This is for Hemlata. These cards are getting finally starting to get broken. Been using them for a couple of weeks now. Is Hemlotta here? Well, there's one. The Magician. Major Arcana. These are very difficult today. There we go. Here's another one. The Five of Cups. It's a halfway point. There it is. And the Prince of Discs. Now we just need an oracle for Hemlotta. Gosh, I may be ending this live stream super early if we don't get more people. We have 2 oracles for Hemlotta. So the first card again you have is the Major Arcana, the Ass, which is also known as the Magician, Major Arcana. I said that, huh? I did say that. It represents, it's a positive, it's a yes, and it encourages you to be resourceful. It represents something happening quickly and to use all your resources to attain the success you deserve. And remember, it's all in the know-how. And the Magician says, this is will. It's magic, mental skill, dexterity. It could be a trickster, liar, deceit, black science, or fraud. The next card you have is the Five of Cups. Cups is our emotion suit. It's a halfway point. This is a card of loss. And well, it literally says loss on top. But something remains. It's also a challenge card. And you may encounter feelings of shame and guilt. So let me explain. The card represents that 3 have been taken and 2 are left. It can also represent an inheritance from a father or patrimony. It's either way, it's an inheritance from a male person in your family. It may represent that you need to turn your back on past mistakes, which may be why you have these shame and guilt feelings. This card can also represent bitter or frustration in a marriage. You have the Prince of Discs or Pentacles. This card represents, well, a young man. This person is reliable. This person is dependable. But, my friend, when it comes to the heart, they go the extra mile in the other direction. This young man is very commitment phobic. Now, maybe it's you. I'm not sure. I'm going to presume that this is somebody else. Again, Prince represents a younger man, and the Prince of Pentacles or Discs, it generally represents a darker male. Like dark-haired, dark-skinned. Your first oracle for the day is the Exposed card. This card speaks to the feelings that surface as a feeling of feeling vulnerable. Are you comfortable putting yourself out there? I apologize for stumbling today. Like I said, it's a Monday, and yeah, it feels like the first day. So are you comfortable putting yourself out there, or do you freeze up when you face criticism? What opportunities have you missed because of the fear of being seen? This card may also present a call to examine your situation more carefully. as a piece of valuable information is becoming clearer. Something or someone may expose their flaws or weaknesses, and this may be beneficial information to you in the future, for the future. You also have the Freedom card. This brings movement, flexibility, and the ability to expand your horizons, whether it's travel or the freedom to make decisions at work or the freedom to splurge on your favorite meal. When this card appears, you have to ask yourself some questions. In which areas of your life would you like to expand your freedom? And what is your definition of freedom? Exposed comes first, and then freedom. Ashwin, you are next. Jimmy, hello. Let's get you on the list. Jimmy was cracking me up earlier. Jimmy, I mentioned that we had talked about Bella Luna recently. All right, Ashwin, here we go. Okay. Now remember, the tarot, I'm not a professional. Let me throw that out there. I am a reselling grandma that likes food, motorcycles, and cards. But we'll see what the cards have for you, Ashwin. Remember, they're just a guidance. Every decision you make or unmake, every step you take or retrace changes energies, Ashwin. So the first card you have is the King of Swords. Time-wise, swords represents the fall, autumn season, Ashwin. You have the King of Swords. But it also represents something approaching fast in weeks. But yeah, autumn might be. Yeah, here's another autumn card. And the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands represents a welcome celebration, whether it's a visit to your family or maybe a visit home, or maybe a visit to your family, someone in your family, or maybe someone in your family is going to come visit you. But it's positive. It's going to be a fun time, a celebration. I thought I had more written about the four. If I had the other, the Rider card, tarot card, you would literally see two people jumping up and down, waving their hands in the air. And in the background, you would see a table with people sitting around it, raising their hand, glasses held high in celebration. Or in, what do you want to call it? In honor of. So again, a celebration, A welcome. I have, this is going to happen soon, fast, days. Gosh. Do you have something planned, Ashwin? Do you have something planned for the next couple of days? In the next couple of days, are you going to ask for her hand in marriage? And then are we going to have a fall wedding? Is Grandma going to have to go on a road trip? Let's see what the Oracle has. You have the upheaval card. Now let's see what it means. Don't freak out. This card is a reminder that things can change on a whim and through no fault of your own. Are you prepared for change? And are you able to regain your composure to fly off to a more stable position? Now, this can be from being laid off or being forced to move to a new home. Change can appear sudden, maybe cruel at times, but not always. There are generally clues that this change is coming, and we tend to ignore it. That's when I like to mention intuition and gut feeling. We tend to ignore these signs. Now, remember, change can sometimes bring a fortunate situation, and it moves us into a position to receive a greater opportunity. So when this appears, you have to ask yourself if you can feel the rumblings. Like the seismic wave just below the surface, you know something is about to shift in your life. When you connect with your intuition, you will get the feeling that something is going to happen, and you'll pick up on the changing energy that will impact your life. When you can anticipate a coming upheaval, you will be better able to plan for the shakeup. Trust your intuition and your gut feelings more. Everybody. You are patiently waiting. Good for you, my friend. Enjoy the get to know you time. Yeah, don't rush into anything. What's meant for you will be there, no matter what. Oh, you are welcome, my dear. You are welcome. And enjoy life to the fullest. Don't rush. Don't push. When it's time, it's time. All right, Suren. Oh, we need an oracle. Here, I was getting ahead of myself. The first card you have is a major arcana. I believe is how you pronounce it. Which represents the Chariot. Boy, wow, I'm doing difficult. Okay. So this card represents a positive. It's a yes. Excuse me. You may have felt that you've been on a plateau lately. Anna Cat, hello. You are not, don't apologize. You are perfect. Life happens and we have things we have to take care of. This card represents the Cancer in the zodiac. It's a positive card. It's a yes card. It represents that you have been on a plateau. But the appearance of this card represents forward movement. and that you should take the road less traveled. So if everybody's going this way, go the other way. Be a leader, not a follower. There will be more doors and opportunities open and available to you if you, the fearless, go the other way and take the road less traveled. Making sure everything is still. The Egyptian meaning is finding the way or purpose, protection or defense through action, steadfastness, spiritual strength, or in unbalanced emotions, quite possibly a compromise. Finding the way, forward movement. Oops, I almost put that away. You also have Major Arcana Hathor. This card represents the Hierophant. It's a positive. It's a yes. Represents a Taurus. And it says to seek wisdom from somebody you know with knowledge or experience. They reveal the sacred. So you literally know this person. They've been there, done that. Probably got a t-shirt for their efforts. Also, though, because tarot cards have two meanings, it can also represent an unwelcome authority from somebody like a parent. Now, before we go on to the next card, let's consult the Egyptian guidebook. It represents esoteric teaching and guidance, spiritual matters, a way shower, marriage, or the misuse of power and inflexible rule. You have the Eight of Swords. Swords is our arguing, fighting, discontent, whether it's inner or with another person. The Eight of Swords says you are restricting yourself. So stop creating obstacles that are of your own mental creation, my friend. You can cope. And because of these obstacles that you're creating, this card can literally represent bad news on the horizon because of these obstacles that you are creating. And you may encounter feelings of embarrassment or frustration from that. I'm not sure if Hope is still here either. So did you have your interview today, Anakat? All right, moving on. Suren, you also have Mott. Is it Mott? I believe it's pronounced Mott. Major Arcana. We'll do the Egyptian first. Balance, judgment, truth, finality or injustice, arbitrary rule, and it could also be deceit or falsehood. We also have, it represents a Leo. It says, be strong like the tree. Be strong like the trees. Be like the trees, strong but bendable. My gosh, Tracy, spit it out. It's a stay calm in the face of adversity and maintain your composure card. So power, courage, and being generous, but it's all through inner strength. And you also have your oracle for the day is the nature card. I like this card because there's so many people who live in a hustle bustle, busy city that they don't realize nature is everywhere. It's in the grass that sprouts up in the cracks of the sidewalks, the overgrown lots, and the birds and animals we mingle with in the park. This card asks you to see the evidence of divine energy that is all around you, regardless of your landscape, Suren. When this card appears, it may also indicate that you are long overdue for some outside time. Take this as a cue to go for a walk, head to the park, maybe the beach. New ideas and inspiration will come through connecting with nature. You got lost. Jimmy, it is your turn, my friend. Well, Annika, I'm so sorry you got lost. Did you get in trouble when you got home? Oh my goodness, Jimmy, how cool is that? That's like the book, I think it was Aniket or Ilham mentioned. It was the Crow book. Oh, Jimmy. Okay. Oh gosh. I have it written down too, that book. Trusty Crow. It's right here. Oh no, Aniket. Oh, how are you feeling right now? We all stumble once in a while, my friend. The point is to get back up and start over. That's all. All right, Jimmy. Yes or no? You have a major arcana. Is it Sokar? This card is a neutral energy card. It represents a Scorpio. So it's a yes or a no. It represents an inevitable change, and it's going to be very transformative. Sokar, and it might also be short for Sokaris. It might be short for Sokaris. This represents the death card. Number 13, Scorpio. I absolutely will. I absolutely will. It was a bad decision. All right. So, whoops. Jimmy, let me take a picture of this right now. Without a glare. All right. Suren, it is over, my friend. It is. We just finished it. So all you have to do is rewind a couple of minutes. Aniket. Actually, let's do a oracle for Jimmy before we move on to Aniket. You're welcome, Jimmy. You are welcome. We should have actually pulled more than just that death card. You have the Nine of Cups, which is a yes, Jimmy. Nine of Cups is and abundance. It's a wishes or abundance card. You have another yes, Two of Wands. So I'm going to say that, yeah, you're probably going to have, this is all yeses. You're going to have a new family member soon. And it's Bastet, there may be some negative feelings with Bastet from it, just so you know. Then again, maybe not. Before we move to Anaket, let's get an oracle for Jimmy. Oh my gosh, you're going to love it. Lizzie, hello. Happy Monday. Monday. Right? It doesn't feel like a yay. All right, Jimmy. The first card you have is the Insight card. You also had the Anomaly. Insight. This card asks that you take time and examine your situation. Oops. Test out different strategies to gain wisdom. And when you understand the relationship between all contributing factors, you will then be able to identify actions that yield little benefit, or you will remove any obstacles that have been in your way, and in turn, apply strategies that expedite success. Jimmy, are you thinking about getting a white cat? Anomaly. This may appear, something is going to appear and it will be hard not to notice or avoid it. It will be strikingly clear that what you encounter will be abnormally good or perhaps abnormally bad. Either way, it's going to stand out. This may appear if you are contemplating an event within a relationship. You may find yourself questioning if someone's behavior, good or bad, is an indication of who they really are. Or was the situation a rare event and out of character? Anaket, I highly doubt Jimmy is upset with you at all. Lizzie is number 9. No, nobody wants anybody to do anything that's going to hurt themselves. Oops, wrong deck. Anaket, let's see what the cards have for you. So did you encounter anybody new? Did you meet any new people while you were grocery shopping or out and about yesterday? Did you buy anything good at the grocery store? Yeah, I think a white cat would be super cool too. I used to have a white cat. In Ohio. One, two, 4. See, Anaket, nobody is upset with you at all. All right, let's get an oracle. That's all right. Forward movement now. like I said, we all stumble in life. There's nothing wrong with that. It's forward movement, baby steps. The first oracle you have, or the first card you have, I apologize, is Major Arcana, Mott. We just had this one. This card represents balance, judgment, truth, finality, or it can be injustice, arbitrary rule, deceit, and falsehood. In the rider deck, you would see the two pillars, black and white. The black with a little bit of white in it, and the white with a little bit of black, representing there is a little bit of good and evil, and a little bit of evil and good, but that it's all about balance and judgment. Hold on a second. You guys, did I read the wrong one? Anna Cat, hold on. I apologize. No, Ma is balance and judgment. It's strength. It's through its inner strength. It's a positive card. It represents a Leo. It says, be like the street, strong but bendable, and stay calm in the face of adversity. Remember, it is a through inner strength card. Did it cause problems? You know, did you get in a fight or an argument with anybody, Anna Cat? You have the Four of Cups. This card is a self-pity card. It says you're becoming a little self-obsessed, that you need to get out more. So it represents routine, being in a rut, like boredom. So that might be what happened to you today. It can also represent a missed opportunity, Anna Cat. So look for an opportunity you might have overlooked, but don't take so long deliberating over things that you miss out on this opportunity as well. You have the Princess of Swords. This card represents a young woman. Make sure I get it correct. And generally, this young woman, it's a darker person, generally. Dark hair, dark skin. The Princess of Swords says, withdraw, get some air, choose your words wisely, for they are sharp and they can make or break a difficult situation. But it also can represent the sword of criticism. It has two edges. Hold on, I lost my place. This is terrible. It said it has two edges. It is your judgment of others and the judgment of yourself, which I think you're doing a lot of that today, especially from what you're talking about you just went through. You also have the Princess of Cups, which represents a young woman. Cups represents a fair or a red-haired person. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's see what it says for the cups again. It says to enjoy life, make the most of living your life to the fullest. Oh, goodness. My cups, I tell you, I keep losing spots. Savor being the center of attention and live life like there's no tomorrow. So it just wants you to live in the here, the now, the present, and enjoy it. Don't miss out. Your oracle for the day is the Freedom card. This card brings movement, flexibility, and the ability to expand your horizons, whether it is freedom to travel, freedom to make the decisions at work, or splurge on your favorite meal. This card, when it appears, you may need to ask yourself some questions. And the questions are, which areas of your life would you like to expand your freedom? And what is your definition of freedom? Oh, no, your mom does not hate you. Don't think that. She may be a little disappointed. We do get disappointed in our children, but we will never hate our kids. There's nothing our children can do to make us hate them. No. That's all right, because you can fix it, Aniket. You can make it better. All right, Lizzie. Here we go. Jimmy, except my mom. She's special. All right, one more good shuffle for Lizzie. Aw, I love you guys too. You're the best. You really are. It's a new year, my friends. It's a new year. A better us. Don't forget, baby steps. That's all it takes. That's right. We love you too, Aniket. And your mom, even if she's upset with you right now. Oh my goodness, I'm just throwing things everywhere. I'm taking the one that fell on the floor. So the first card Lizzie has is the Three of Wands, representing something happening fast, days, positive, yes. It's an activating card. It's an advancement card, Lizzie, which represents new horizons and promises. Has something just recently happened in your life, Lizzie? Because I know that you're wanting to move on in life. Again, positive, yes. It represents something happening in days. It's also spring. When it comes to seasons, it represents the springtime. You have the Isis Urania, Major Arcana. This card represents the Empress, which is represents creativity, home. This card is an understanding card. Again, home. When components align, more creates more. Home. More laughter creates more laughter. More anger creates more anger. More fighting creates more fighting. This is a reap what you sow card. So, my friends, if you plant corn, you're going to get corn. If you go home angry, you're going to receive anger. If when you get home and you're happy, you're going to receive happiness. Again, it's a reap what you sow card. You have a major arcana at. This is this represents the Chariot. Victory, I have to make sure these numbers are correct. It represents the Cancer. It's a positive, it's a yes, and it represents finally forward movement for you to take the road less traveled. So you may have been in a plateau lately. 5 steps forward, 6 steps back. Nothing. Everything you do is just fruitless. But finally, forward movement, victory. Take the road less traveled. Lizzie, these are good cards for you. Your oracle for the day is the observation card. This is becoming one of my favorites in this deck. It represents that you should hold back from reacting and analyze the situation. There may be something of value that will only reveal itself if given the time. This card may also indicate you'll be better served by being a spectator. Stay out of the situation. You will learn more from listening than from talking. And you also have the protection card. This card is assigned to move forward, knowing that you are protected. So lean into its energy during times of stress, or maybe when you feel vulnerable. Doing so will allow you to shift your focus from fear and restriction to feeling confident to take action. You probably have met in a past life. All right, let's see. Melissa, hello. Happy New Year. All right, let's see if Jimmy and Aniket have met in a past life. Drum roll, please. Mark, hello. Welcome. Happy New Year, my friends. There we go. Let's put Mark on the list. Jimmy, look what you got. Look what you guys got. Jimmy got this in his reading. Major Arcana, the Death card. It's a neutral energy. It's a Scorpio. Oops, I put it in the wrong deck. All right, that's all right, Diana. Thank you. But I now know, so hopefully you won't have to remind me again. All right, Melissa, let's see what we have for you. And then Diana is next. I had a boss, her name was Diana. Great lady. She knew her shit. Stuff. She knew her stuff. Good person. All right, one more good shuffle for Melissa. Oh, goodness. There we go. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. And now we need an oracle for Melissa. Would be really cool if you said Jack and Diana. You'd be like the Mellencamp song. All right, Melissa. Hope, there you are. Hope, you are welcome, my dear. You are welcome. Maybe it's an inner conflict, an inner thing. You never know what the cards mean, Hope. You never know. Maybe there's something, inside that you are grieving. All right, Melissa, the first card you have is Major Arcana, the Ass, aka in the standard rider, in the rider deck, it is called the Magician. This card represents, it's a positive, it's a yes, it represents something happening fast, and for you to use all your resources to attain the success you deserve. And remember, it's all in the know-how. I'm going to consult the Egyptian book just to make sure we are correct. It represents will, mental skill, dexterity. And because they have two meanings, it can represent a trickster, liar, deceit, black science, or fraud. Everything a magician would represent. Another major arcana, Set. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Set. This card represents the devil. It says, stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear. You can do it. Now, on the flip side, the devil card always says, keep wanting and you will always be in need. It represents a Capricorn. And I have dates December 22nd through January 20th, Melissa. And I have the 10 of Cups. Cups is our emotion suit. 10 represents the completion of a cycle, freeing you up to start a new one. 1 being the start of one, 10 being the completion. The 10 of Cups represents domestic bliss. Enjoy and appreciate it because you deserve it. Your oracle for the day is the distraction card. Something or someone is calling you away from what you need to focus on. And as a result, you may end up losing something of valuable. So, Melissa, where are you turning your attention? And will it prove beneficial or a waste of your resources and time? When this card appears, your attention... This card appears when your attention is focused on daydreaming or engaging in activities that take you away from the real work. Now, this can be something as simple as binging your favorite TV show or focusing on a flight of fancy that you know will be nothing more than a waste of time. Now, you may need to consider if the situation you are inquiring about is, in fact, nothing more than a distraction, something that is taking your attention away from a more valuable opportunity. If so, this card may serve as a warning that a successful conclusion may be at risk due to something drawing your attention away from the big goal. No, I've not heard from Amanda. Not since it's been a couple weeks since her husband was going out of town to work. Hope, thank you for mentioning that, because I think I should probably try to call her. Hope that was the day I talked to her, the same day you did. No. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to get a hold of her. I hope everything is well too. She said she was going on a cleaning spree. One of her girlfriends were coming over to keep her company while Wayne was gone. All right, thank you. I hope everything is okay too. Diana, let's see what the tarot has for you. Whoa, that one did a triple flip. Maybe it was a pirouette. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, I worry about Amanda. Poor thing. Hopefully she's just extremely busy with the new year. School starting back up. All right, Diana, the first card you actually have two oracles. The first card you have is the Eight of Cups. Cups is our emotions suit. 8 closer to a 10 than it is a 1. It's an activating card. 8s represent, I apologize, they're a directive card. It represents that you've been on a plateau. 7s are plateaus. 8 represents movement from this this plateau. So you've been on a plateau, but there is finally forward movement. Change is needed. Change is needed for growth, and it is of importance to avoid a state of stagnation. You must direct all your attention to whatever it is your goal is, your path, whatever it is you're doing. Again, change is needed for growth. Avoid the state of stagnation. You have the Four of Wands. Wands representing something approaching fast days. This card is a welcome. It's a celebration. Maybe a visit home or a visit from family. But either way, this is a joyous celebration. If I had the Rider deck, you would see people jumping up and down, waving their hands in the air, super happy, super excited to see you. And in the background, you would see a table with a whole bunch of people sitting at it, raising their glass in toast in celebration. So again, welcome, celebration, a joyous time. Something happening fast, days. You also have the Five of Discs, also known as Pentacles. This card represents a halfway point. 5s, halfway from 1 and 10, is a call to put boundaries in place. Now, boundaries aren't walls to keep people out, Diana. They're doors to keep you safe. The Five of Pentacles, 5 of Discs, represents monetary, material, and quite possibly relationship troubles. In the Rider deck, you would see a couple who literally look like they are in having monetary, material, and relationship troubles, walking past a window of abundance. So if they looked in the window, they would see everything that they want, wish for, and desire in that window. The Five of Discs says you are halfway there. You see others have what you don't, and it all beckons you. Sometimes we must experience this to strive for a better life and, more importantly, to set off on the hard road of ambition. Don't forget about those boundaries, Diana. They're super important. Doors to keep you safe. Your oracle for the day is the influence card. This thing comes up a lot. It brings to your awareness decisions you might not have made if it weren't for somebody else leading the way. Like that Pied Piper leading the way with intoxicating music. You may have been caught in another spell. Now, the situation, whether current, past, or maybe in the near future, may be the result of someone's talent or charm at swaying people. Now, you're going to need to consider taking a moment and examine whether you have been swayed into making a decision that you wouldn't have made if the situation were different. You also have the caching card. I forgot you had 2 of them. This card represents, it indicates that you will benefit from investing. Now, it may be investing in yourself or investing in a financial institution. Now, remember, Tarot and Oracle cards are not financial advisors. Catching up on the chat. There we go. Air. Hello. How are you today? Let me have a drink of this coffee. There's like hardly anything in there. That's all right, because we're about ready to end our live stream. Good, good. Hopefully your New Year's is going well. Baby steps, Jimmy. All right, Air, let's see what we have for you. You are welcome, my friend. You are welcome. And my condolences to your brother's roommate's family and your brother. I mean, I'm sure they're friends. One more card for Air. There we go. And an oracle. So please, Diana, pass my condolences on. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. 3 years ago, I was doing the math. My little brother passed away 7 years ago. Oh my gosh. Oh, my heart goes out to you. A joyful celebration. Aw. Yeah, you know it. There's a party going on there, Diana. So you said roommate or partner? My younger brother was just a couple years younger than me. He had a different mom. He had a different mom than I have. He had health issues, diabetic, major health issues. He was snowmobiling one time when he was a teenager, and he broke his leg. And from that point on, because he was diabetic, health went downhill. Oh my gosh, 40 plus years. Well, it's sad that that happened, but like you said, there's definitely a reunion up there. So good vibes for that. And you have to feel um, some joy knowing that they're together again. Air, are you ready, my friend? The first card you have is a major arcana, Chanute. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This card represents the lovers. It's a successful and unexpected blessing from above. Is that the proper card? Yes. It's positive. It's a yes, represents a Gemini. More important, though, nothing should be held back. Even if it exposes you to feelings of vulnerability, weakness, nervousness, be open and transparent. Again, success and unexpected blessings from above. The Egyptian meaning is friendship or union. Complex matters requiring resolution. Dancing, eloquence, adaptability, skill, or on the flip side, it can represent an unstable relationship, dilemma, or disequilibrium. You have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is our grieving card. It represents the 9 steps of grieving. Every sword is a step, a feeling, an emotion that everybody must go through. Nobody is immune to grieving. We all grieve, but we all grieve for a different reason, and we all grieve differently. It's a 9, so close to a 10, and the 9 is a resting phase. Again, almost there. It's almost a 10. So again, we all grieve for different reasons. We grieve over death. We grieve over deception, despair, failure, miscarriage, whatever it is. Remember, we all go through it, and you're almost there. You're almost there. Don't let anybody try to push you through faster and say things like, don't you think this has been going on long enough? No, only when you're ready. You also have the Ace of Pentacles. This is my most favorite card in the tarot deck. The Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Discs, represents infinite opportunities, material opportunities. This card is a place of wealth and a place of perfect contentment. And also, if somebody offers you a helping hand, Air, say yes. Accept their help. It may be the making of you. Your oracle for the day is the Influence card. This just popped up for somebody else. This brings to your awareness the decisions you may not have made if it weren't for somebody else's influence. Just like the Pied Piper leading the way with intoxicating music, you may have been caught in someone else's spell. A situation, whether from the past, future, or current, may be the result of someone's talent or charm at swaying people. You need to consider taking a moment to examine whether you've been swayed into making a decision you would not have made if the situation were different. That's right. We try to do good. We're the do-gooders. You guys, I made it to the end of the list. Nobody else on here? I'm all caught up on the chat, which means I'm going to end this live stream early, so I can get some other work done. Bless you too. Bless you too, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Wait a minute. I have to put my glasses on because that looked like neutered, but I'm pretty sure that's not what that says. Oh, I'm neutral. That's more better. Oh, goodness. Grandma, don't read the chat without your glasses on. Jimmy's not neutered. He's neutral. Of course you can get an extra card. Let's use the standard Rider deck. A card for neutral energy for everybody. You got it. Maybe we should use an oracle. Ooh. Well, we have the moon card. We all know this represents a Pisces. I am a Pisces. It represents going on an emotional journey, going on a journey so we can become unstuck. We know the moon has multiple phases. Each phase represents a feeling, an emotion, something we're going to go through. But after this emotional journey, and becoming unstuck, it represents new and full. And Jimmy wants one for his friend Alice. Is Alice the one you sent me a picture of? All right. Let's see what we have for Alice from Brazil. Whoa. We have 5 cards for Alice. The first one we have is an 8 of Swords, representing that Alice is restricting herself. She's avoiding situations that hold her in a state of fear because she's afraid. Let's go back. You are restricting yourself. Stop creating obstacles that are of your own mental creation. You can cope. You can do it. Sometimes when we come up with these obstacles, mental creations, we create difficulties in the future. So it can also represent bad news on the horizon because you are creating obstacles that are of your own mental creation and making it seem like you can't do it. But you can. You can do it. You have the World card, Major Arcana. Positive. It's a yes card. Wrong direction. The World card represents a slow but successful completion. So Alice in Wonderland. Alice, the time has come to venture forth. The world is open to you, and the world will respond accordingly at this time. This card represents triumph, success, unity, permanency, freedom, and realization. Jimmy's going to Brazil. Party in Brazil. Knight of Cups. Emotion soup. The Knight of Cups comes with a quest, and the quest is for Alice to fulfill her desires, what she's passionate about. And people might even say she's a little self-absorbed about it, but it's her desires and her quest. She has the 4 of Swords, which represents after conflict or stress, rest and examination because a new life awaits. And you have the Knight of Wands, representing something happening fast, days. The Knight is a corresponding card, and it represents that everybody involved will benefit as long as the person is sincere with heart. The thing about this person is, well, they're enthusiastic and they have a lot of good ideas, which makes them fun and fun to be around. But this person must be in charge. Everybody must know they're in charge. This person's going to get carried away, and this person's going to lose interest. And this person is not a team player. This person also tends to be self-employed. This person is more or less always reaching for the next greatest thing, never completing something. Jimmy. You're like, this is just too relatable. Is Alice there with you right now? Oh, no. All right, Jimmy. All right. Let's get an oracle. If we're going to butt hurt somebody, we might as well do it right. Okay. The crow is perfect. Alice, I so apologize that you are the star of the roast today. Okay. Make sure you tell her we all love her. No matter what the cards say, we love her. Aha. Jimmy's like, aha. She got an aha card? How come I didn't get an aha card? Alice has balance. So this card says, have you ever noticed how on windy days, birds can stay perfectly positioned on a thin wire? They're unfazed, unbothered by the wind. It represents that when we are in balance, we meet, we meet external forces with our internal strength, giving each space to exist in harmony. When this card appears, you may need to call upon your inner strength, as an approaching situation may test your ability to stay cool and composed. But Alice, just like the wind, it too will make its presence known and then move along. This may also appear when your daily schedule could use some reorganizing. Are you creating time for yourself, or is your day consumed with tasks that drain your energy? Oh, she has a fiance. So hopefully her world is moving in the right direction too. Uh-huh. You're going to have to try to get a picture of that. So since you mentioned Sparrow, you guys, don't forget, February, I will get the dates put out, but February is the Great Backyard Bird Count. It only takes like 10 minutes a day. It's for a week. And I do it. I've been doing it every year for 7 years now. So yeah, quite fun. I download the Merlin app. Not a sponsor. Not sponsored. I just like it. It's a Merlin app on my phone. And you don't have to know anything about birds to help the world count them. So don't forget that. That's coming up soon. Suren. All right, Suren, let's pull a card for you. Oh my gosh, I would love to see it. Over the holiday vacation, we purchased 4 new quail. So I will get pictures of them and send them to you. 2 of them are so foofy and fluffy. They're so cute. All right, Suren, let's see what we have for you. All right, so the first card we have is the Nine of Cups. It's an emotions card, and it represents wishes. You're pleased with yourself. Says you surround yourself with your achievements. You love to entertain, be the life and soul of the party. You have all you desire. You can have all you desire if you wish, envision a better life. Again, this is an abundance or wish card. You also have the Death card, Major Arcana. This is a neutral energy card. It represents a Scorpio, an inevitable change, and it's going to be very transformative. And you have the Two of Cups, another card that represents our emotions. This card represents a relationship. So, Suren, I feel like the relationship has come to an end, and that you're gonna have to. It's time to start over, start fresh, look for something new, a new life. Aniket, you do not have to apologize. Just keep taking care of yourself. Small baby steps. And with that, my friends, I'm going to end today's live stream. If you like this type of content, please give my video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, share. Most important, I hope you have the best day ever, and I'll see you in the next video.